we can't just think about the money that we have. We have to think about the money that we can create. You go and you look at a house and you say, okay, I want to buy a house. All right, how much do I have? X amount of dollars. How much can I borrow, bank? The bank says you can borrow $1 million. You go, okay, realestate.com. $1 million is my max, right? And you go and you find a house that matches that. But when it comes to business, we can't just think about the money that we have. We have to think about the money that we can create by the greatest ROI things that we have. Because if you spend $1,000 on ads, that you can generate, let's say, $10,000 of income, right? Well, if you can keep that same ratio, if you go spend $100,000 on ads, right? It's a 10x over here, right? 10x, then we know you can generate $1 million. And if you know what those ratios are, but you don't have $100,000 in your bank account, well, you're going to have to get resourceful. Because if you wait, pay attention now, if you wait until you can finally scale with the money in your bank account, you have to wait 5 years. You have to wait 10 years. You might have to wait 2 years. And every time you're waiting, you're realizing you're sitting on a gold mine. Right? Does it start to make sense to everybody? Now, don't worry about where you get the money from. We'll get to that in a second, right? But you've got to think about what your ceiling is. Let me give you an example. When you go shopping, you might not recognize this, but every one of you has a money ceiling. You have a certain amount that you will not spend. I will not spend over that on a dress. I will not spend over that on shoes. I will not spend over that on jewelry. Every one of you has a money ceiling in your own life of what you will spend and what you won't spend. But in business versus having a pair of shoes, the difference is this three-letter word, this 3 letters here, ROI, return on investment. What is your return on your investment? Because everything you do with your business is an investment.